Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. Today's game, we're playing the brand new Irelia Rework here on the PBE. Guys, this rework's a lot of fun. I've tried it for a game or so now, and I have a pretty decent grasp of how it all works, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a master at this. Of course, I'm not. I've only played a couple of games, but I think I've got a pretty decent idea of how this all works, so if you're here to learn a few things, you might learn some stuff. If you are watching this video months down the road and looking for some, like, top-of-the-line Irelia tips, you may not find them here, although it's possible you might. But yeah, I wouldn't really count on that. But let's go ahead and start off here. Actually, I'm not going to do this because I've played enough games to tell you that you really don't need 3 potions. You can take the refillable and be just fine. And I think as well here, I'll take my Q level 1. I'm trying to do 3 different clears, right? Trying the E first, trying the W first, trying the Q first. Because of the way your Q works, you either need to have a mark from your E usage, or you have to last hit with your Q. And both of those will lead to you reset the cooldown of the spell. But even with that in mind, I think taking your Q and using it right off the bat and waiting that 12-second cooldown, and then maybe using it again in the red buff smiteless clear is the way to go. Because your W and your E's cooldown are both just so long that you would only get them off once anyways, and they do less damage than your Q. At least usually, so that's just kind of the way I look at it. So let's go ahead and hit up the red here to start, and as we're clearing and all that, I'll do my best to fully describe to you guys how it is the Irelia rework works. Of course, we are jungling, so we're not exactly playing her in her ideal role, but with that said, it's perfect for me because A, I love jungling. It's my favorite thing in the game to do. I love it. It's, if I had to choose 5, let's say, okay, this is just like a weird analogy, but like, let's say I had 5 wives, 1 beat each role, and, and like one of them, and I had to pick one of them, I'd pick jungle. I don't know, that was like a really weird thing to describe, but it kind of makes sense in my head that if I've got 5 wives, and I had to choose one, I would pick jungle. I would pick jungle for the rest of my life as a role to play. And unfortunately, I used my Q there a little bit early, so I didn't get the last hit with it. But because of my E, I still got the reset on it, because that is how that works. You can last hit with your Q, or you can hit a marked target with it to reset the cooldown. Example being right here. Boom, resetting the cooldown right there. So let's go ahead and do up the blue buff here. And once I get into the river after clearing the blue, I'll explain how our passive works and go from there. Cool. Let's get the W here. So firstly, your passive. Upon hitting anything with abilities, being your Q, W, E, you get up to 4 stacks, and once you get to 4 stacks, you gain bonus 20% attack speed that I think scales. So right now it's 20%. It might go up. I'm not entirely sure. I can't exactly remember. But it also provides you with something that's very neat and very new and never really been foreseen, in that you can do 300% damage to shields. So you can easily break through shields, and I think that's really cool. So let's go ahead and charge this up. As you charge it up, the damage does increase, and while you're charging it, it does give you damage reduction that whole time through, so that's pretty good. And unfortunately, top lane got ganked. I see the Volibear, though, and I'm wondering if I can maybe do something here. The plant isn't here. How low is Rumble? He's pretty low, but not low enough. I don't know, I could fight up this Rumble. Oh, there's a TP coming in. Okay, yeah, let's go for this. Let's wait for Swain to get here, maybe set up the CC. Volibear is probably clearing something, so he's not going to be here for this. So let's go ahead and walk on in. Get one E down, the second one down, get the stun off, get the Q in there. Oh, the auto attacks, nice. So I could have charged up my W there for more damage and blocked more damage, but I just want to tap it, just get a little bit extra damage in there, and then dash to him for the Q. And because I hit the stun prior, the mark was on the Rumble, so I got the reset on my Q, and could, in theory, use it twice. Oh, sit in lane, ooh, okay. He wants to maybe kill the Rumble again. Okay, okay. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. I'm just going to reorganize their team while I have a brief second here. Reorganize my team as well. Okay. So I think the goal here is to try and hit the stun on the Rumble, and then from there dash in and do everything else. Boom. Oh, got the stun. Gotcha. Yeah, he flashed away, so we didn't quite get the kill there or anything like that, but we managed to get his flash. And that is a worthwhile cooldown to get off of their Rumble. So I'll take that with a smile on my face. And speaking of smile on my face, that Rumble skin looks pretty cool. I quite like that one. Let's pick up myself here to my first item, though. I will be getting the Tiamat first. The reason behind the Tiamat Rush is that Irelia's AoE, while it being more present than previous Irelia, the reworked Irelia has more AoE, but it still isn't really enough to consistently farm camps like the Krugs and the Raptors without Tiamat. At least in my humble opinion. Now I'm noticing here bot lane's pushing in. They're probably just going to back off. I've probably missed my chance to be present bot lane, but I think I might be able to get in range to get some XP at least from some of these. But also, oops. Oh, let's clear some of these up. Oops. I'm gonna max the Q first this game as well. I think with new Irelia, you want to max Q. With old Irelia, you wanted to max either W or E, because the W just gives you so much bonus true damage and just more sustain as well. And your E's burst damage and stun duration would go up, so those are really good. Whereas now, it feels like the Q max is the way to go. So let's go ahead and do that, stun up the big one here. Get my W charging, get some more damage on it, block some damage as well, and start clearing up these little ones. So if we're kind of reviewing things again, just with Irelia's kit while we're just farming the jungle, passive requires you hitting 4 abilities, and then you get bonus attack speed and bonus damage through shields. You won't notice this a ton, but it is there, and it's important to note just as a result of that. So I'll just mention that. The Q feels pretty much the exact same. A big difference, though, with the Q that I want you guys to take note of. And actually, I'm going to walk ball in here and see if I can help out. I'm going to get these berries here as well for that mana that I'm missing. Boom. But, is that your mana cost on your Q is always 20. It used to refund the mana cost when you'd kill a unit with it. That no longer is a thing, but you still refund the cooldown, so it's still worthwhile to last it with it. So I'm hoping my team can kind of set up a play here. Instead, they're staying really far back, and I'm pretty sure this is warded. That's probably why their team's sitting so far back themselves, so can't do much there just yet, but my red is almost up, so I'll grab that for ourselves and see what we can do next. Yeah, charging that W is a really big part of our kit that I think a lot of people might take some time to adjust to. It took me some time to adjust to, because I was like, oh hey, it does damage, I'm just going to tap it, do damage, because it's not what you do, right? But it's more than that. It's often a good thing to do to dash into the fight, be in the fight, and once you're in the fight and they're noticing you and they're doing damage to you, to charge this up and start thinking about where you want to aim it, while also blocking a lot of their damage. This can apply to clears like this, but I'm more so talking about when you're fighting champions and stuff like that. Because you'll find with this new Irelia, just kind of like old Irelia, if you dash in too soon and try and all in too soon, you're just going to flop and die because you're not strong yet. So definitely take that into consideration, that you have that W there, so you have that safety to dash in and be a little bit kamikaze, but then block a lot of damage and be okay. And, oh, I mean, I'm not saying no, I'm really low on mana, so I'm not really sure about this plan by Swain. Rumble's overheating, though, which makes it a little bit easier for me to get into the fight here, but Swain's got his ultimate. I'm just hoping I can get into range, but I want to make sure. Yeah, no, I can't really do much. Yeah. The thing is I could have killed a minion with my Q, but that would have just made it more difficult for me to actually kill Rumble, because I've been lower on mana, so I'll just take that free. I'm just going to do this first. But yeah, I'm just going to take that free damage we did to Rumble. Yeah, he can wait, exactly. I think that's the way to go, is just to wait for me to finish this up, and then I can come top. And I'll have ultimate as well, because I'll have the mana to use it, so Aurelia's ult's really, really great. I think when I was aware that Riot was going to do a rework of Irelia, I was thinking that they would make her ultimate kind of an execute, but that's not really what they've done. They made it more of like a duelist's kind of ult. So kind of like Fiora, you want to use it earlier on. And hold on, the fight's already begun. Oh, maybe not so much, though. Oh, hold on. Somebody's definitely here. Got him. Oh, quickly up the follow bear too. Gotcha! Hoo-hoo-hoo! There we go. That's the way you play Irelia, baby. So what I did there that made that so effective was I was able to do some damage to Rumble with my stun, use my ultimate to set up the dueling to make it so they left that zone that I created. Because you kind of have to visualize a Thresh ultimate, right? Where you create a zone that if they exit, there are definite negative repercussions. And so they did exactly that. And from there, I held my W on like this to block a lot of their damage while I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Blocked a lot of their damage, did some damage back to them, and then decided from there, once I took some time charging up my W and blocking their damage, I figured out exactly how I wanted to play the fight, and I executed and killed them. That's one thing that's really great about Aurelia's kit now that I want to emphasize with you guys, is if you use her W correctly, it will give you that extra little bit of leeway, that extra little bit of time to figure out how you want to play things, right? It's not as instant, go in, do all the combo, mash all the buttons, and kill things as much as it used to be with Irelia. There's a little bit more time just to figure out what it is you want to do. Now I'm hoping here I can set up a play, but Swain's low on mana, and that makes me kind of cautious. Oh, flashed, okay. I'm taking a lot of tower damage here. I might be dead, actually. Oh, not quite. But Swain might be able to clean this up. Yeah, Swain got it, and I got the assist. Pretty well executed dive, in my opinion, honestly. I think it could have been better, but like we got the result we were looking for, so I'll take it. So let's go ahead and just tax a little bit, because I did let Swain have the kill on that one. And he's going to let me have it. What a good guy. Nice. Alright, let's go back. I should also mention, as you rack up stacks your passive, which it's bugged right now, so it's got a little bit of a blue indicator rather than this indicator here, or icon I should say. But it does do bonus magic damage on hit as you stack it up, so you can go up to, I mean right now it's 8 because it scales with your level, but at max stacks that'd be 32 bonus damage on hit. And that's pretty big. Now they got the dragon because I went top lane a lot, my mistake there, but I'm not too worried about it because now we have ourselves a Sheen, a Phage, and Boots. This seems kind of weird for a jungle champion, I realize that, but it's not really that important to finish your jungle item, especially if you get the Sheen because it gives you the mana you're missing from the jungle item, because the jungle item, of course, provides you that mana sustain with the talisman component. So if you're doing this, you're going to get a little bit more snowball potential, a little bit more damage, a little bit more mobility, some HP, all great stats to have, and I think it's a good way to go. But you only should do this if you're really ahead enough to pull it off. I'm also going to max W sec in this game because we're playing AD Irelia. I think is lane Irelia, if you're not jungling, you can max E and be totally fine. AD or AP attack doesn't really matter. But as jungle Irelia, I think I just want the W, just because I want to be able to dive into more people rather than just being a solo lane where there's only one person, maybe the jungler too. I want to be able to dive into like 2 or 3 people, so the extra damage reduction helps, but also the more damage it provides is good too. Alright, Volibear is not bottom side, which is good to know. I wonder if we can do something here. Because there's a control ward here, right? So they don't know I'm here. So I'm hoping my team can maybe bait a fight out or set up a fight. Their Vayne's kind of going in. Yeah, this looks like a good setup. Let's get the E down right off the bat. Get the stun in there. Some damage. Whoa! Clean him up. And can I ulti the Lulu here? The ultimate's on her. She's chained in. Or kind of. And we have a Q reset ready. Boom! Double kill. Nice! So I'm pretty sure the ultimate also creates a mark like your E does on champions so that you can use your Q again, but I'm not entirely sure. Let me read that real quick, just to make sure I'm right about that, but either way, gain ourselves the double kill bottom lane, gain the tower as well, definitely creating some redemption in the bottom side of the map after losing the dragon, and I'm thinking now, since Diana's on the run in trouble, I might be able to get there and help. We'll see if I'm right. It's looking good so far. Where are you going, Volibear? Oh, I missed. Block some LeBlanc damage, getting chained up. Diana's in trouble. Oh. I mean, I want to dash it, but I don't want to waste it, right? Because I want to make sure I get that cooldown. So I'm just going to hold on to it. Do this. Blow him up. There we go. And I have a Q reset. Be patient with those Irelia Qs, right? Just like old Irelia. Be patient. Speaking of which, I need to make sure I don't die here. Seems like we're okay. Oh, I missed the stun. Am I dead? Oh, man, I'm so dead. Alright, I managed to bait the Vayne forward enough by, suiciding, basically, that she ends up going down because my team cleans her up. But I did miss my E, and that was what would allow me to survive that situation, so my mistake. But you know what, we need to die anyways. I need to go back and buy myself the Triforce. I need to die as well so I'm not flawless forever, because that just puts so much pressure on me, right? If I'm flawless for like 20 minutes, then I don't want to die, right? Now I'm dead, so the flawless is over, and I can just de-stress and be totally fine. That's exactly what happened, all planned. Their team has a lot of magic damage in CC this game, so I'm thinking Mercury Treads and would be good here. But I'm also thinking I want to work towards my jungle item now, so let's get that talisman for the time being. It's a little bit awkward just to have a talisman in your build, but whatever. We have the Triforce completed now, and that's going to be huge for us. And I might be wrong, but have I shown the recall yet? I don't think I have. I might be wrong, but let's just review it because it's kind of cool. Like, she just tossed these blades around. I really like the new design for Irelia's blades. Before, she kind of just, like, held her hands up like this, and they were in front of her, and it was just kind of awkward. Now they're, like, behind her and stuff. It's just really cool. I think they did a really good job with this rework. I think reworking Irelia is also a pretty tough thing for Riot to do well, because Irelia is not a super popular champion, but amongst the players who really like her, right, like, you don't want to disappoint them, right? There's a lot of one-trick Irelia players and stuff. You just really don't want to disappoint, so I think Riot did a good job making sure she's pretty decent. And still feels like Irelia, right? Her Q, right? That's like the core spell that makes Irelia Irelia. If you change that, she would feel totally different. Now I'm gonna see if I can set up a play here. Oh, hold on. She may be a snowball or some sort of like snowman or something while I was trying to charge that up. That looks really funny. So I'll just do the blue here real quick, maybe my Gromp as well. I'm noticing their team's grouping mid, and I want to be a part of that, so I'm just going to make sure I clear this up and go and join the shenanigans as they happen here in a moment. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything, but at the same time, I want to clear. I'm going to hold on to my E here, actually. Yeah. Oh shit, I put a point in it. Whatever. LeBlanc's a really tough champion to take out just because it's LeBlanc, right? She jukes you not left and right. And I'm noticing Swain's pretty pushed up and low. I'm noticing Rumble's there. I'm noticing Volibear's on the way up. I think top lane's where I want to be. We are going to lose. Oh, hold on. Can I just dash in and kill this guy? I totally can. No, I didn't hit him. Let's use the ultimate here. Chain him in. Use a W like this. Boom, bitch! Get out of the way. Dude, that ultimate is amazing. If you use the ultimate correctly like that, you can just make sure that no one can escape you. You just gotta make sure you line it up, because it is a skill shot at the end of the day, right? So you can make sure you don't miss it, but if you use it correctly like I'm doing now, you should be totally fine. So I think I've done a pretty decent rundown of how her kit works. I mentioned the Q, I mentioned the W, that you want to charge that up if you're ever unsure of the situation, just because that damage reduction and more damage can't hurt. But if you know what to do and you need that instant burst, then go for the instant burst. Let's get this down here. And see if we can hit the Vayne. Maybe not quite. Where's she going? Okay, I'm getting slowed out, but the Vayne's kind of just like on her own. I'm hoping I can maybe just dash to this and then line up the stun. Where are you going, Vayne? I'm just gonna blow her up. After a certain point, it's like, hey, fuck it. I'm not gonna hit my skill shots. I'm just gonna dash in and kill her. Got the stun. Oh, yeah, see, I flashed there to get that second blade in there in range to make sure I hit the stun. And that made that fight such an easy cleanup. I'm gonna leave this for my team because I already have a blue. And let's do the dragon. And I'll clean this up too. Oops. Almost didn't get it. But yeah, I love how much easier it is now with the marking to reset your Q. I love that, because before it felt like if I missed the reset, I was like, crap, now I'm useless for a while, but it's not that way anymore. This does mark champions. You can see it in gold text there as well, or yellowish. So if they get hit by the blades, it does mark them just like your E does, so you can reset your Q even more. So I'm thinking here I want to get the red smite, but I don't want to finish it just yet. What I want to do instead, actually, is buy those Mercury treads like I mentioned, and also a serrated dirk. This is where my build gets kind of fun. I do want to get a Ravenous Hydra at some point in this game, or maybe a Titanic Hydra. I haven't quite decided. But since we're doing the, I think it's called Nightblade Irelia, it just seems super appropriate and super suitable for me to actually go with the Dustblade. The Dustblade has been nerfed, it's not as good anymore, but if I can get some nice, fun one-shots in there, that'd just be really fun for me, so I'm going to try and see if I can pull that off this game. Alright, LeBlanc's dashing in a little bit. Actually, I'm noticing bottom lane's pretty pushed up on their own. Lulu's kind of rotating over. My team might need my help. My team might need my help mid, but I think I might be more useful bottom. Oh, I missed. If I didn't miss that, I would have maybe killed her. You diving me? You crazy? No, she's not crazy. Oh my god. Alright, I will be the first to admit I drastically misunderstood that dive and underestimated her. I did not think that was going to work the way it did, but the Lulu provided big shields. Vayne used heal. Vayne had the Lulu ult as well. Like, my bad. I shouldn't have wasted my ult as well. What's oftentimes a better way to go is, rather than just ulting out of the blue like I did, because that would have been a great engage for me if I hit it, is maybe just try and hit the stun first. I did miss the stun as well, but if I had hit it, it basically guarantees my ultimate hits, and from there, it is a free kill, more or less, depending upon the situation. But I'm strong enough that it would have been a free kill, is kind of what I'm getting at. So, kind of reviewing things. I did talk about this, The E is really what makes or breaks your kit as Irelia. That and your, actually, in all seriousness, her entire kit is kind of complex. Using your Q correctly, making sure you get the resets is very important. If you don't reset it correctly, you're going to have a problem. I think her W, whether you tap it like this, or if you use it to block damage and charge it up, that's also a skill cap kind of thing. I think landing her E's, I mean, it's all skill shots and lining these up and making sure your opponents don't dodge them, so that's kind of difficult. I think her ultimate is quite interesting and difficult to land sometimes. What I might do this game actually is just level these up equally, one by one, instead of focusing on one. I'm not really sure which one makes more sense to max seconds, so I'll just do that so that I'm not completely wrong at least. Fabulous. Alright, well, let's do this. I definitely feel like Irelia jungle, compared to old Irelia, has way more viability. It feels like she's a lot better in the jungle than she used to be, but I didn't really play much old Irelia jungle, so I really have nothing to compare it to. But, I don't know, I like it. It feels good to me. While we're partway into the game here and I kind of have something to talk about, I may as well talk about it while nothing's really happened just yet. A lot of you have been messaging me on social media and on YouTube and just kind of commenting and being like, hey, you know, Monk, what's up? You okay, dude? Like, you're not posting, what's going on? Honestly, guys, you have nothing to worry about. I've taken a job recently doing something different than YouTube, and with that, my goal with this job is to try and get a position at this job that I'm working at. I'm working for Broadband TV. It's a network that my channel's actually been partnered with for 5 years. So I'm hoping with my time there that I might be able to create a position where I could actually stream and record content for the network and also my own stuff with the network's resources at my disposal. And they've talked to me about it, and they're like, they're kind of interested in the idea, but they want to make sure that, like, I'm not just going to be some streamer and some creator who just kind of, like, uses their resources for them having no benefit. So I got to make sure I show that I can do my job first, which is doing reach outs and content acquisition and finding YouTubers who would fit the network. And I'm noticing my team's all dying bottom lane, and I wasn't there. Crap. I guess in that case, I might as well just do my best to push in mid and maybe get this tower, because I missed the fight. And I want to make sure that me missing the fight doesn't completely go to waste. So there we go, got that, but unfortunately I did really miss what was going on. I wonder if I can fight this Volibear. Nah, he's out of my range. That's okay. Their blue's up here soon, but I have no vision, so I'm kind of hesitant to do much right now. I kind of have to be careful, but I think we'll be okay. But yeah, kind of come back to what I was talking about, though. Like, it's very possible that I will get the position I want to at this company and be able to do all my stuff from work rather than being at home like this all the time. And that would be ideal for me. But of course, if it doesn't work out, then I'll just return to content creation with a lot more money in the bank to actually put in towards editing. I've been working with 5, and actually now 6 today. I started talking to a 6th editor, and these guys are like professional editors, right? And I know in the past I've done some edited content that wasn't really your guys' favorite, but I'm working really close with these guys towards a style that I really believe in. And I think with enough time and enough training of like letting these guys know what it is I'm looking for, I can make really good edited content alongside these full game commentaries whenever something new and hype comes out. Now, hitting the stun here on Rumble, this guy's looking pretty... well, maybe not so much. Doing some damage to LeBlanc there. I probably should have ulted the Rumble, but I was hesitating because I didn't want to focus the Rumble. He's 1 in 5. I want to focus some more high priority targets like their LeBlanc or their Vayne, but I unfortunately messed that up. Can I hit Lulu? Ah, that's not quite in range. Okay. I think I might just back here. I got a lot of gold to spend, and their team's kind of backing off, so not much is being done right this moment, so I'll just take a chill pill. But we have ourselves the Dustblade completed now, which is a nice big buy for us. I'm going to sell this, and I can't quite get my Warriors enchant. I'm not sure that I even want Warriors, though. So maybe what I'll do instead is just work towards that Ravenous Hydra I spoke of. It's really not a big deal to me to get the finished jungle item. It's a good item, it's good cost effectiveness and all that, but when you're ahead, you can kind of just build other more fun items, I think, for Irelia. And it looks like, oh, Caitlyn taking a lot of damage there. I wonder if she's in trouble. I know that's you. I'm not stupid. I know that's you. Double kill. Nice. Yeah, he was trying to juke by making it look like the LeBlanc clone was bugging out and not moving. But I knew all along that the LeBlanc clone's smarter than that. It's going to move, so I just focused the right one and get themselves the double kill. And that Dustblade burst, I didn't really notice it, to be honest, but it was probably there. It probably did things. They were probably good. I got 2 kills, so probably fine. I don't really know. But these two are here mid lane. Ooh, didn't quite hit it. Alright, Rumble's on the top side here. Let's just do this and maybe poke him with it. I think I hit him. I'm not quite sure. Alright, and Swain should have that top turret on lock. I'm just making sure that... oh, yeah, this was afraid of. Our team's getting kind of into a fight here. Wonder if I can get this down and hit Vayne. Nope, didn't quite reach her. Yeah, if I don't hit the stun, I think it's better for me to back off because I won't get the Q reset just yet. Oh, got the stun. I'm not going to dive her, but I'll just do some nice damage to her with that. Oh. Got the stun. Got him. Ooh. Let's just get out of tower range. Let's use the smite on this guy. Kill up the Rumble, maybe. Get the Volibear next. Stun. Oh, it's not in range. But yo, that was a really good fight for us. I got a nice couple kills in there. Got some good stuns. Good shit. And there's the tower. Let's see if I can hit this Volibear with the stun. Come on. Come close, you big teddy bear. I'm just your friendly Irelia. I've just got a booty I want to show the world, that's all. I'm not doing any damage. Just gonna twirl a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, I just... I don't even know what the hell these taunts are, but they're great, dude. I don't even know which one's which, though. I just have them binded to, like, the H, J, K, L keys on my keyboard, so I just kind of mash them and just kind of guess which one's which based upon what they look like. Alright, clean that up, and oh god, another fight here with Swain. Does he have anything to use? No, he's got nothing. If he had, like, Hourglass or something and could stall the fight out, I would have helped him, but didn't really do anything to set up the fight for me. Alright, and I see their Vayne approaching me this way, but I'm not sure if she's alone or not. But I'm hoping somebody will want to farm this wave, and I might be able to find something. The Rumble's bottom, and their LeBlanc's mid, so I really doubt they're on Baron, but seeing Lulu there makes me think differently. I don't have any vision, though. Oh, there's Lulu here. Oh, that was good damage with the Dustblade. Then again, it's just Lulu. Okay, yeah, let's just back off. Got the free flash, though. That was pretty good. And we got the Dragon. Nice job, team. I'm not really paying as much attention to this game to Dragon as I should be. I'll be the first one to admit that. I'm not perfect. I never claim to be. I just do my best, and sometimes my best is unfortunately not good enough for some viewers. I'll admit sometimes I do stuff the viewers like just tear me a new one for. But sometimes I can make all this mistakes in the world, and my more what's the word I'm looking for? My more faithful viewers, my more regular viewers are like, dude, it's fine. Like you're just being a monkey again. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So let's finish up that Ravenous Hydra. I think it's a fun item for us this game. And I think from there, I think Guardian's Angel is a really good item for us because we're just really ahead. We're really big. We're really squishy, though, with this build. So having that ability to revive will be really good for us. I don't know how well I summarized that whole thing about why it is I'm not posting much these days. So I'll go ahead and just say this much. Working a different job, making lots of money, doing that in an attempt to maybe build a position where I can be the, like, best league streamer slash content creator you've ever heard of because I'll have all the resources of an MCN, aka multi-channel network. I'll have all those resources at my disposal. But on the off chance that doesn't work out, then I will come back to full-time content creation with much more money in the bank so that I can then afford editors who I'm working with closely towards making really good content, and I think that would be really, really great. And let's go ahead and kill that person and toss this down. And, uh-oh. I'm not sure how much I can do here, but I'm just doing my best. So far, it's working. I know I'm not gonna get it. I got a nice multi-kill in there, though. That was cool. I'm just not sure how much more we can do. Oh, Diana pop. Nice. So I went kind of quiet in these fights. I'm still learning Irelia, so I'm not really sure what it is I'm doing. I'm just kind of going off of instincts that I'm really just developing, so I don't really know what I'm doing. So it's kind of tough to cast in fights when I'm still trying to figure out what it is I'm doing myself. But once I get really good at this champion, maybe I'll be like, yo, using the E again, doing the good shit. And let's go ahead and use the good shit and use the Q right here and kill off the Rumble for the KS because we're fancy and that's how we steal kills with our Q. Block some of that LeBlanc damage. I'm probably gonna die here, but I did help bring the Volibear with us, so I'll take that. Oh, the TP's coming in. The Swain, is he gonna clean up the fight? It's looking like he's got the Vayne. Oh yeah, that blow up. Nice. Let's get the Guardian's Angel in here. But yeah, so going forward, guys, like expect full game commentaries when I'm doing a new champion or new rework because I think there's a lot of reason for me to do a full game commentary in that case because there's lots for me to talk about. But with, like, let's say Volibear, for example, you guys know how Volibear works. You know how he's played, you know what his kit does. He's not new, right? So why would I do a full game explaining how to play Volibear? No, instead I'll just have fun playing Volibear and make a compilation out of the gameplay that I end up getting with him. Because I think that'd be a lot more enjoyable for you guys as a viewer, and just in general, better for a whole audience. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I targeted all the things I wanted to talk about with you guys in today's video, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to support the video with that rating. Helps us so very much. And let's look at those post-game stats. Okay, so we managed to go 16-3-6. Pretty good scoreline for myself on one of my first games playing Irelia Jungle. I completely forgot to mention this. I feel like a dumbass for not mentioning this, but then again, I was talking nonstop for like 30 minutes, so sometimes things get forgotten. Not a big deal. But we did use the Conqueror Rune in today's game. The Conqueror Rune is very, very good. I would argue it's less good on my build because I went like basically full damage, so it's arguably less good as a result of that because it does require 4 seconds in combat, but after that 4 seconds, your first attack against an enemy champion grants you bonus AD and converts some of your damage to true damage. What this means is if you're hitting a bunch of different champions, you're getting more and more AD, and it stacks up for the more champions you're fighting, so it's really good on bruisers who just dive into a bunch of champions. So there's that to consider. But what's also important to consider is that as Irelia, you're doing a lot of damage, and you want true damage, and you're getting it from this rune, provided you can survive in fights for 4 seconds, which, now that I'm kind of thinking about it again, because of our W being able to stall the fight, that may be why it is we were able to do so much damage after charging that up, because we were in fights for longer, and that 4 seconds did kick in. So I just wanted to mention that as a quick side note, because I did forget to talk about that in-game. As far as damage dealt, we didn't actually do that much damage. I thought we would have done like 30,000 or more, but we still had the most in the game at 23,000. This game was a little bit more slow-paced and calculated than most PvE games would be, and that's why, as a whole, like this whole game just had lower damage than you'd usually see in the normal Clown Fiesta PvE games. Their Vayne did a lot of damage, and that doesn't really surprise me since she is Vayne. She did have a few crit items in there, yeah, 3 crit items, so big damage coming from her is not really a surprise. We saw the damage she did to me when I was being towered over by her, so not a big surprise, but I am kind of surprised to see their Rumble did such low damage, and their LeBlanc did lower damage than all 3 of these guys and me. We definitely had the upper hand in this game, so that's the game here, guys. Once again, I hope you liked it. Please drop that rating. It would help out so very much. It would show your support towards the channel, because I realize I'm not being super active these days, but guys, I have big plans to be active, because either one of 2 things is going to happen. Either one, I'm going to have the dream job, or B, I'm going to have money to fund the dream job. So either way, it's a win-win. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.